everyone, welcome to my channel. So this video I will explain about the syllabus that you will learn in STPM Biology Semester 2. So this video is very suitable for those who are just finished their examination of Semester 1 or you are just the SPM graduated that you wish to entering STPM Biology. Okay, so without further ado, let's start first. So before that, let me introduce myself. So I'm Hello Buddy with a nickname, and my full name is Li Zixuan. So I am the current 4th year student of UTM, studying industrial biology degree. So actually, I am the ex-senior in STPM 2020 with a CGPA of 3.25 lah. So actually, I am not a smart people. I just very friendly, kindful, helpful senior that help you guys in STPM Biology. Okay, so maybe some of you already recognize me in previous video. So this video, I only will explain about Semester 2 STPM Biology. So for those who wish to see more about the STPM Biology, SM1 or SM3 or about the introduction, please refer to my YouTube page to watch the video about before that lah. Okay, so as you guys know that, starting STPM 2026, which are the batch that will enter STPM about maybe June or July 2025, like that, you will use the new syllabus. All the, not only biology, all the STPM subject will change the syllabus, including STPM Biology lah. So you need to alert about that. So this video, I will explain the new syllabus. The old syllabus, I will compare to you guys what is in the old syllabus and what is in the new syllabus. So if you want to learn more about the old syllabus and new syllabus comparison, you can refer to my introduction STPM Biology. So this video, I will only explain about SEM 2 only. Okay, so this is just a recap what you will learn in a long 3 semester. So this semester, Semester 2, which is the theme about physiology. So this so meaning that physiology meaning that it is the anatomy study about the human and also plant. So in STPM, the physiology part we only learn about human and plant. We will not learn about animals. Like the gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange in SPM you learn about not only learn about human and plant, right? You also learn about the animal like the frog. You also learn about the fish, and you also learn about the worm. All that, right? So in STPM, mostly you will learn about human and plant. There are only the certain chapters you need to learn about the insects, insect. So just a few, but majority, 99% of the topic is about human and plants. So more easy lah, not complicated compared to SPM. But of course, in STPM, you will learn more deeper lah. So this is the summary of the chapter. So you can refer it. So in semester 2, there are total 7 chapters. So similar to the semester 1. Semester 1 you also has 7 chapters. So for those who are not watched the semester 1 video, you can refer to it in the link below. Okay. So this semester we have 7 chapters: gaseous exchange, transport, control, regulation, reproduction, development and growth, homeostasis, immunity, and also infection disease. So maybe some of the chapter you are familiar with it because some of the chapter topic is similar to SPM. I think gaseous exchange is similar. Transport you also got learn, right? Control, regulation, maybe in SPM you also got learn. Reproduction, growth, all this SPM got learn. Homeostasis, of course, SPM got learn. Maybe immunity and infection disease are unfamiliar to you. Maybe you are not learn about this. Okay. So anyway, this semester I can say it is the quite long chapter lah. The content that you need to learn is quite more compared to semester 1. Because in this semester, majority of the topic is the topic that you not learn in SPM. Although in SPM you got learn, yeah, of course, in SPM you got learn about gaseous exchange, I know. But all the topic that you cover in SPM is very basic. Not like semester 1. In semester 1, almost 90% of the topic you already learned in SPM. But in this semester, almost 90% of the topic in SPM is very basic. So in STPM, you will learn more deeper. Okay, so let us go to chapter 8. So this is the first chapter of this semester. It is the gaseous exchange. So first topic, of course, you need to learn about human. So normally, if you want to learn about human, of course, gaseous exchange occur at lung, right? So you need to learn about the human respiratory structure. So I think this topic you also learn in SPM. You already learned in SPM about the alveolus, about the lung, about the trachea, all that. So this is the first one. Second one is structure of hemoglobin. Okay, so in this topic, maybe some of you already learned in semester 1 because you know that hemoglobin is the example of the quaternary protein, right? You learned in semester 1. So some of your teacher already teach you about the structure of hemoglobin. But in this semester, you also need to learn you must learn because it is in the syllabus. And then the third one is transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the blood. So how our oxygen can be breathed into through our nose into our lung, and how our blood circulatory system transport the oxygen from the lung whole part of the body, and also how are the carbon dioxide from the tissue part to the lung for gaseous exchange. So this one you also need to learn. And then the fourth part and fifth part is the new topic to you that you not learn in SPA: oxygen dissociation curve and also Bohr effect. So these two is new topic. So these two is the topic about the regarding the transport of oxygen, carbon dioxide relationship. It is a relationship between the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Meaning that you need to know when the carbon dioxide concentration increase, what happened, and when the carbon dioxide concentration decrease, what happened. This one that you need to know based on these two concepts. Okay, next one is about breathing cycle. Okay, so breathing cycle is the breathing mechanism that you need to learn. So you need to know how human can breathe, and how human can do the breathing mechanism. So this one is the negative feedback mechanism, meaning that what are the situation causing you the breathing rate increase, what situation causing you breathing rate decrease. You know that in SPA you learn about inhalation and also exhalation, right? So this, of course, STPA you need to learn, and another one you need to learn is about the mechanism. Okay, the next one is about the lung volume. Okay, so this is the terms that you need to learn about the tidal volume, capacity, all these terms. So this is actually the graph lah, the lung volume graph. So you don't need to confuse it. It is very easy. Later in this topic, you will have a graph, and the graph part, some of the part will represent all these terms. So this is normally this is the calculation part. It is a calculation question only. So it is very easy when you know how to read the graph. Okay, so these first two topics are about the human. The final one is about plant. So as I mentioned before, you only learn about human and plant. So about what you learn in SPM, what the gaseous exchange in fish, frog, or insect, or what you learn, worm, all that you don't need to learn. You only learn human and plant. So what you learn in plant is about stomata, of course. Now, of course, you need to learn about structure of stomata and also mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. So these two compulsory you already learned in SPM, but the mechanism that you learn in STPM is more deeper and more accurate compared to SPA, because SPA is just the basic only. Okay, so that's all about this chapter. So this chapter is very, I can say, more simple, not too hard as well. So it's very simple. Okay, next chapter is transport. So what you learn in SPA. Of course, in SPA, you got one chapter called transport, right? So what you learn in transport in animal and plant in SPA, you learn about bird circulatory system, right? And for plant, you learn about transpiration, you learn about translocation, all that, right? So similarly, STPM, you also learn that. So what you learn? So first topic is about mammalian, like human, mammals. Mammals is human. Okay. And second one is plants. These two topics only. You only learn about human and plants. That's all. You don't need to learn about the insect one. You don't need to learn about the frog. You don't need to learn about the worm. All that you don't need to learn. You just know mammalian, human, and also plant only. Okay. So what you learn in mammalian? Okay. First one is also structure of heart that you will already learn in SPM. The flow, the structure of the heart, the flow of the blood in the heart, how the blood flow, how the blood is flow. You know that heart containing 4 chambers and the artery, vein, all that you learn. So this one is 100% revised back in your SPM. Okay, next one is new things. Cardiac cycle. This one is new things to you. This one is that you need to learn how our heart pump the blood. We know that our heart is the involuntary action where our heart is automatically will pump as you are survived. If your heart is not pumped, your heartbeat is not at there, meaning that you are dying. Right? Whatever you do, you are sleeping, you are working, you are doing, you are sitting, you are standing, your heartbeat is always will on one, okay, on, switch on. If your heartbeat switch off, then you will die lah. Right? So this cardiac cycle is to learn how our heart pump, how our heart can pump, and what cause the heart can pump the blood from the artery to vein or vein to whole part of the body. Because you know that our heart containing the cardiac muscle, right, that you learn in semester 1. If you still remember that you learned in semester 1, skeletal tissue, the muscle tissue, one of the muscle tissue is called cardiac muscle, right? Cardiac muscle. So you know that the role of the muscle is contract and relax. So of course you need to know what is the role of the cardiac muscle, contract and relax to pump up the blood from the heart to whole part of body and also from the heart to the lungs. So this is the two terms, systole and diastole, which representing the contract and relaxing of the heart in scientific terms. Okay. The next one is initiation and regulation of heartbeat. So this one is to how our heartbeat start. You don't want to confuse these two. This cardiac cycle is to learn how the blood flow in the heart. The role of the cardiac muscle, the role of the cardiac muscle in the blood flow in the heart. And this one is you need to learn how our heartbeat start to beat. So this is the initiation and regulation of the heartbeat. So this one you also learn in SPM, what learn SA node, AV node, right? Sinoatrial node, ultraventricular node that you already learned in SPM. The third one is heart disease, which is the cardiovascular disease. So you will learn about hypertension, arteriosclerosis, heart attack. These three. You need to learn the causes and the development. What caused this disease? What caused hypertension? And what are the effects of the hypertension? What caused heart attack? What caused arteriosclerosis? All these heart disease. And then the final one is the lymphatic system related to blood circulatory system. You know that lymphatic system is also one type of the transport in the human, right? So the formation of the interstitial fluid, formation of the lymph, how it formed, and this one including calculation question. You need to calculate the pressure between the blood, between the vein, and also between the vein and also the limb. The vein and limb. You need to know that. So that the pressure, the difference of the pressure, force the liquid from the blood can go into the interstitial space. So this is a topic. So that's all you learn about human. Next we go to plants. So plants only two main topic, which is transpiration and translocation. Yeah, you already learned in SPM. Okay, so in STPM, of course, you also learn about transpiration also. So you need to define what is the transpiration means, importance of transpiration, all that. And then next, you need to learn about the mechanism of transpiration, how our plant take the water. We know that, especially for the woody plant, the plant take the water from the root, right? So how the water can be absorbed by the root and transport up to the leaf. So this is a transpiration mechanism, including the uptake of the water and mineral ion from the root to root xylem. So how the plant's root can absorb the water to the root xylem. And then after that, you need to learn how the water and mineral ion in the root xylem can be transported upward up to the leaf. Especially if you know that the secondary woody plant, that in the forest, the plant can be up to 100 meters tall. So how the water and mineral ion from the root can be transported against the gravity up to the leaf. So this one is one of the properties of the water that you already learned in Sem 1. So you need to apply into this. So what you learn about the properties of the water, you need to apply at here. You don't think that semester 1, I already learned about water and then I forget it. you need to apply at here, especially cohesion and adhesion theory and also transpiration pool, because due to the properties of the water, they can contribute to these two theory. If not, if properties of water is not like that, then the plant cannot absorb the water, transport the water against the gravity force one. Okay, the next one is translocation. So transpiration is about the water and mineral ion. So translocation is about nutrient. Of course, plant also require nutrient. Not only require water, it require nutrient as well, like human. So how the nutrient transport? We know that nutrient is normally produced on the leaf, because leaf containing the chlorophyll that produce the photosynthesis, right? Then we know that photosynthesis, one of the product is glucose. So how this organic nutrient like glucose, sucrose, all that transported from the leaf to whole part of the plant. So they are the one of the mechanism called pressure flow hypothesis. So this is the mechanism. I don't know SPM you got learn or not. Because at my time SPM got not learn, but I don't know SPM change syllabus they got not learn or not. Maybe got learn. So this is the topic that you need to know lah. Next, we go to chapter 10, which is the control and regulation. Okay, so this chapter, maybe some of you guys familiar, some of you guys not familiar. So this one, in general, you will learn about the nervous system and also hormone. The main two topics lah, nervous system in human and also hormone. So nervous system, of course, only involved in human. In plant, there are no nervous system one. So only human containing nervous system. Okay, so of course, for the first topic, nervous system. So of course, you need to know about the nervous system in human. So not only the neuron tissue that you learn in semester 1, if you still remember, the one of the animal specialized tissue that you learn is the neuron, right? Neuron cells. Of course, you still need to know the neuron, type of the neuron, afferent neuron, efferent neuron, the structure of the neuron. Of course, you need to know. Although the syllabus not mentioned that you need to know about explain about the structure of the neuron tissue, but this is the fundamental knowledge about the nervous system. You still need to remember lah. Don't say that after semester 1, okay, I forget all about the neuron. Cannot. You still need to remember. And also not only neuron, you also need to know lah the central nervous system, all that. The basic nervous system that occur in human that you need to know. Okay, next is about formation of resting and action potential. Okay, so these are totally new to you guys. Because in SPM, I think the nervous system that you guys learn is about the neuron tissue, basic nervous system, and also synapse side that you learn in SPM. If not mistaken, you learn in SPM. So that's all only. So this chapter will have many new things to you guys. So synapse, of course, later you need to learn. So firstly, I explain about the resting and action potential. This is the nerve impulse. You know that our nervous system, what are the function of the nervous system is to transmit the nerve impulse from the afferent neuron to efferent neuron, right? So that you can take the action. Like why you can walk because of this all kind of nervous system. So how the nerve impulse is transmitted. This is the mechanism that you need to learn. Resting and action. Resting is that no transmission impulse transmitted along the neuron, but action is mean that there are the electrical impulse or nerve impulse transmitted along the neuron. So how it forms and how it can transmit. We know that it's like the electrical, right? Electric can be transmitted along the wire. You can imagine that our neuron tissue is like a wire, and you need to learn how the impulse, the electric, can be transmitted along the wire. Simple. These three topics is the topic that you need to learn like that. So you know like mechanism of the impulse transmission along the axon. So of course you need to know lah. Okay, next is about synapse that you learn in SPM. So you need to learn about structure of synapse. You already learned in SPM, and also role of the neurotransmitter in impulse transmission of synapse that also you already learned in SPM. So this topic is maybe easy to you lah because you already have the concept in SPM. Okay, not only synapse, because synapse is what? Synapse is the interaction between the neuron tissues, right? you also learn about another type of the synapse we call as neuromuscular junction. This is located in the efferent at the end of the efferent neuron and muscle. This is the place how our muscle take action. Okay, so take action. So there are the impulse. When the impulse is to the end, it will go to the effector, right? So how the impulse go to the effector, and this impulse cause the effector to work. We know that if the effector receive the impulse, the muscle will contract, right? So how the muscle contract? This one that you need to learn. So structure of neuromuscular junction, structure of the sarcoma, and also muscular contraction, we call as sliding filament hypothesis. So these three are the packaging topic that you need to learn all about. So you need to learn if you want to learn about muscular contraction, you need to learn these two first. What is neuromuscular junction? What is the sarcoma? Then you can learn about muscular contraction. Okay, next is about sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Actually, this topic is including in the nervous system in human actually, but I don't know why MPN is separate it. But never mind. You need to know that sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system is one of the field inside the nervous system in human. So you need to learn. So the main mechanism that you need to learn is the differences. What are the differences between these two? And the final one, you need to learn about mechanism of drug action. So the drug that you need to learn is cocaine and Q-way only. You only learn these two drugs only. The other drugs you don't need to learn. Heroin drugs, you don't need to learn that. You only learn cocaine and Q-way only. So these are all the topics under the first big topic, nervous system only. So this topic is this nervous system topic is quite new to you guys. 90% of the topic is new because except the nervous system in human and also synapse, you had learned before. Others are totally new. You never learned it before that. But this chapter is very I can say important. Most of the in past year in old syllabus, past year are still always come up. So one of the most important chapter. Okay, next one is hormone. Okay, so in hormone you also learn about animal and plant. So in animal very simple. If you only learn about the mechanism action is steroid hormone and non-steroid hormone. So you just want to know that in animal we only have two types of hormone. Which is one is steroid and another one is non-steroid. So you learn in semester 1, right? What is steroid? Please, if you already forget what is steroid, please revise back in semester 1. Because in this chapter, in this topic, you not only learn about mechanism, you also need to know about example. Because in examination question, especially in essay or in objective question, they will come out the real hormone number, like insulin. Insulin is considered steroid or non-steroid. Like progesterone is steroid or non-steroid. Like glucagon, adrenaline, aldosterone, ADH. All these hormone is considered steroid or non-steroid that you need to know. The common hormone that you already learned in SPM before. Any hormone, right? For example, like insulin, glucagon, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, ADH, adrenaline, aldosterone. All these hormones that I stated, you must know it because the SPA you already learned. You need to know they are considered which type because different type of the hormone there are different mechanisms. Steroid hormone they have its own mechanism. Non-steroid hormone has its own mechanism. So what is mechanism? This one is that how the hormone can trigger the reaction. We know that insulin, the role of the insulin is what? Is to decrease the blood glucose level when the blood glucose level is high, right? So how it decrease the blood glucose level? How the insulin can bind to the liver, go to the liver and bind to the liver cells to decrease the blood glucose level. How insulin can bind it? Like progesterone. How progesterone can bind it? Bind to the ovary cell, the ovary. How the glucagon? You need to know there are the action, but this is just a basic not the real mechanism. If you want to learn about real mechanism, different type of the hormone have the different mechanism. But this is the basic general mechanism between the steroid and non-steroid hormone. So you not only learn about mechanism, you also need to learn about their differences. The differences and the similarity lah. Okay, this is about the animal that you also never learn it before in SPM. And another one is plants lah. So plants, I think you already learned in SPM about the auxin and also ethylene. Auxin and ethine, you would already learn. What is auxin, what is ethine? So so not only auxin and ethylene, you also learn about another 3 new plant hormone, gibberellin, cytokinin, and also acetic acid. So what do you need to learn? You need to learn the role of this hormone in growth. The role of this hormone in growth and development, and also its application in plant tissue culture. You also need to learn about the application. So another one is about the flowering of the plants. So you will know that the flowering plants will flower, right? They will produce the flower, right? But when they flower, have you ever think that when the plants flower, like durian trees have flower, right? When is flower? Why only she flower? Why the durian tree only flower at the certain period only? Like, or not only durian tree, like mango, papaya, sunflower, all that. Why they only flower at certain period and other period they don't flower? Right? There are the reason. So one of the reason is the cytochrome. That you need to learn about cytochrome, mechanism action of cytochrome, and the role of cytochrome in flowering, and also photoperiodism. So these also new things to you that you not learned before. Okay. So in general, this chapter 90% of the content are new to you. That you never learned in SPM before. So starting this chapter, you need to alert lah, very alert. Not like the semester 1 or you can midnight. Why? Because semester 1 almost all the topic you already learn. But in semester 2, please don't touch that lah. Next will be the chapter 11. Okay, so this chapter, reproduction, development, and growth, SPM you also got learn. Okay, so what you learn in SPM like spermatogenesis, oogenesis, implantation, all that you already learn, right? So of course in STPM you also need to learn all that. So first one is human. Okay, spermatogenesis, oogenesis, or you learn SPM you also need to learn. Okay, fertilization, implantation. Implantation, I think SPM you already learn. Fertilization, okay, fertilization you already know that you in SPM level you only define fertilization only. You know what is the fertilization meaning. Okay, but you not learn about the mechanism of the fertilization. So this is the mechanism fertilization, how the sperm can be penetrate into the ovum to form the zygote. Okay, so the penetrating mechanism of the sperm into the ovum is the what you need to learn. This is the meaning of fertilization. The process between the sperm penetrate into the ovum. You need to know what is the process and how the ovum, your female ovum can ensure only one sperm cell penetrate into the ovum only. Because we know that this is in theoretical, the normal situation is only one sperm cell can be penetrate into ovum or ovum only. So what caused this? What are the characteristics of the ovum have can only allow one sperm cell penetrate it. So this is a fertilization that you need to learn lah. Okay, of course, menstruation cycle you need to know lah. Role of the hormone in menstruation cycle. But not only menstruation cycle, you also need to learn about pregnant. During the female pregnant, your mother pregnant, they're pregnant, they also have the hormone to maintain it, and also during the birth period, what is we call as menstruation, also got the hormone to help the mother. So not only menstruation you already learn in SPM, but also pregnant and also menstruation period, you also need to know what are the hormone play their role. Okay, next is about the stage in embryonic development. Okay, so this one is after implantation. Okay, we know that you need to know the whole process. If you want to pregnant, the female want to pregnant, the first process is that, of course, the female and male need to have the sexual intercourse. When they have the sexual intercourse, sperm will flow from the vagina through the fallopian tube and within the fallopian tube, they will do a fertilization. So mechanism of fertilization you need to know. Okay, after fertilization, what happen? Cell cleavage, right? Cell division. Cell division happening in the fallopian tube, and then after that they will form what? Blastocysts, right? Form the blastocysts, and then this blastocysts will implant through the implantation, the mechanism of the implantation. You need to learn. So after implant, what happened? After implantation, what happened? They will form zygote. Okay, how zygote is formed? In SPM level that you not learn. You only learn about after implantation, then it will form zygote. So this period, the implantation period to form the zygote is what we call as embryonic development. We call form embryo lah. The baby that you see in ultrasound. When you refer to ultrasound during the pregnant, mother's pregnant, and the father go to check with the doctor, and then the doctor scan the mother's stomach, and they will see the baby condition, right? Embryo condition, we call as embryo. So this is the stage in embryonic development, including cleavage, and also after implantation we have gastrulation. This is the formation of the zygote, and also the embryo lah. After that, we will form organ. How the organ is formed, and this is the new topic to you, because in old syllabus they learn about until gastrulation. At my time, we only learn until gastrulation. That's all. We already stopped it. We not learn about organogenesis. But in new syllabus, STPM have set up organogenesis. So you need to learn. So yeah, one of the process. This is the how the organ is formed. Okay. After that, you need to know about role of the placenta in factor development. Okay, after you have a baby, have the embryo, and the embryo factors, we know that we have placenta. The mother have placenta. So what is the role of the placenta in factor development? We know the major function of that you learn in SPM, of course, provide oxygen, gaseous exchange, nutrient exchange, right? Or provide the nutrient, provide oxygen, remove the waste product, all these that you learn in SPM. Of course, yes, it is true, but STPM, you need to have a more scientific explanation, not like the general information that I stated. Okay. So that's all about the human part, only human part, that's all. So the majority of this human that you need to know how the baby is formed. Easy. How the baby is formed. From the original sperm cell and ovum penetrate to each other through fertilization, and then through cleavage, implantation, gastrulation, organogenesis, until the baby birth. All the process, the whole process, that will process how the baby is born. Easy. So in SPM, maybe you not learn it deeper. STPM, yes, you need to learn deeper as like that. Okay. Next is about plant. Of course, as I mentioned, you not only learn human, you also need to learn about plant. So the plant reproduction development is in flowering plant. So in STPM, we also learn in flowering plant only. Non-flowering plant we don't learn. Similar to SPM, we only learn about flowering plant. So it's a double fertilization in plant. So what is the double fertilization? I think SPM you already learned, right? So similar. So no, that is very easy. Okay, embryonic development of seed is the new things to do. We know that in flowering plant, they containing ovary and also ovule. In SPM, you know that after double fertilization, ovary will form fruits. Ovule form seeds, right? That you learn in SPM, but how it form? You don't know. Because in SPM level, you only learn about double fertilization, and after double fertilization, you know that ovary will form fruits, and ovule form seeds. But how it's formed, you don't know. The answer is you learn in STPM. These two processes. They are the process after double fertilization, how the ovule form the seed, how the ovary form the fruits. These are the two processes that you need to learn now. And in new syllabus, MPM put the new topic called plant tissue culture. This is the application part. So yeah, this one is for me is the interesting topic, like plant tissue culture. Okay, so this is new to you. You need to learn lah. That at my time I don't learn, but during my degree I learn it. My degree learn, but my STPM not learn. So new, you need to learn lah. Just a basic application, because in MPM they just say that you need to explain the basic principle of plant tissue culture only. So I think this basic principle only. Okay, well, this is new to you. Okay. Okay. The third topic is about seed germination. Okay, so after you already develop the seed, okay, we know that seed will be germinate. When you tanam, when you tanam pokok, atau tanam tu buah-buahan, you need the seed, right? So you need a seed. So how the seed germinate? How the seed germinate? Have you think about it? You only know, you have the seed and then you throw it on you just put on the soil, and then you pour up the water, put water and put the fertilizer, and then they will germinate and go up as a plant. How the seed germinate? Why you need to put a lot of water? If you remember, for those have the experiencing in the gardening of the foods, you know that if you want to grow the plant from the seed, you require a lot of water at the initial time. You need to have a lot of water. Why you need to have the water? Why water is very important? We know that plant require water, but during the seed germination, water is most important. They are the factor process of seed germination. Okay, and also you need to know about the factor that affect the seed germination. Okay, so these two processes. Okay, and then the final one is 11.4, not 3, sorry, typo, for growth. So the previous one that you learn in human and plant is just a reproduction and development only. How they reproduce, how they develop from the embryo to become a human like us, become a baby for human, and become a plant, the tawny plant as well. But in this final topic is growth. How they grow? Why human can go from baby, and then go like the adult, like the not adult, adolescents, and then until adult like us like that, and we will die. And then after that we will go to the elderly stage, and then finally we will die. So this is the growth topic. Okay, so there you need to learn about the type of the growth curve. So of course you learn about growth, you need to learn about growth curve. So there are three types of the growth curve that you need to know, and then you need to know how to calculate it. What is absolute growth curve? The major important thing is that you need to know the x-axis unit and also y-axis unit. They are the difference. The absolute growth curve and growth rate curve are different. The unit is different. And also relative growth rate curve also different. You need to differentiate these three very well, and also you need to know how to calculate it, especially the y-axis. The y-axis, because x-axis normally is similar, only the y-axis is different. You need to know how to calculate it, and you need to differentiate it very well. If you not, then you will be confused. And also you need to not confuse between the type of the growth curve and also pattern of the growth curve. Majority of the student at that time, at that time, are also very confused. What is the type? What is the pattern? So types, there are only three types. So in examination, please read the question carefully. They require you to at least explain type of growth curve or pattern of growth curve. You need to very well. If they require you to explain the type of growth curve, this is the three explanation that you need to do. If the question asks you to explain the type of growth curve, but you give the limited growth, allometric growth, then no marks. Totally no marks, because you already not answer the question. Or vice versa, they require you to explain the pattern of growth curve, but you explain this, or absolute growth curve is blah. You explain like that, wrong answer, totally wrong. So please differentiate these two very well. Type of the growth curve, this type of the growth curve, what is this mean is that it apply all the organism. Whatever organism, but normally it's applied to plant. But actually in real situation it's applied to all organism. Whatever organism, you can apply this. But pattern is that there are the limited organism. Pattern, you know that pattern, right? Pattern like human, the growth of pattern of the human is like what? It's different from the plant, because plant have unlimited growth. They can grow unlimited way, but human cannot. Human is limited. We until certain period we will die. We confirm die. There are no such thing that human can grow like a plant can go up to 1,000 years. Cannot. We need to have this alert lah. Human at 1 year we will die one. Unlike the plant, secondary plant, they can grow unlimited. Not only human, animal. Any animal have the limited growth one. Just that the period is different only. Like turtle, they can go up to 400 years, 500 years. But of course, at the end, they will die also. They will die also. But plants, they can grow unless you deforest it, you kill it, kill the plant. If not, they will survive until very long. So limited growth, unlimited growth, allometric growth, isometric growth, and intermittent growth. So these are the growth pattern you need to explain it, and also you need to know the example. Like limited growth is human, unlimited growth is plant, secondary plant, allometric growth also human. Like human is allometric growth, isometric growth is fish, intermittent growth, I think you guys already know, insect. So you need to know the graph pattern of this growth as well. And then after that, you need to know about the process of ADCs, metamorphosis, and also hormone in ADCs. These three you need to know. ADCs, metamorphosis, and hormone in ADCs hormone. You need to know all these. Okay. So these three is the new to you because in SPM, I think you only learn about, you just learn about intermittent growth, and during intermittent growth, there are the ADC process. ADC process only, that's all. But in STPM, you need to differentiate between ADCs and metamorphosis. What are the difference? They are the difference. ADC and metamorphosis is difference. And also the role of the hormone in ADCs and metamorphosis. They are the hormone, the example like the butterfly. We know that butterfly original is from caterpillar. The child of the butterfly is caterpillar, right? So after caterpillar, they will grow until that they will become larva, right? They will become larva, and then they will after larva period they will become butterfly, right? So how it like that? How caterpillar can go to larva stage, and then after larva stage, pupa stage, and then they go to butterfly? How? So they are the hormone play the role about that, control this. So you need to know what are the hormone, what are the hormone. Okay. So that's all about this chapter. So this chapter is quite long compared to the previous chapter because it containing the four main topics. So yeah. Okay. Another one, this chapter homeostasis. So this chapter is also quite long topic. Yeah. So this chapter homeostasis. So I think the SPM you also learn about that, right? So any negative feedback mechanism is considered as homeostasis. Like what you learn in SPM, blood glucose level, right? If not mistaken, you learn about blood glucose level, you learn about the thermal regulation, and also you learn about the role of the ADH hormone, right? Of these three. So these three, of course, you also need to learn. That I mentioned before. Thermal regulation, role of blood glucose level, and also the kidney part. The formation of the urine, and the role of the ADH in the urine concentration, all that you need to learn about in SPM as well. So first of all, you need to learn what is homeostasis and what their importance. Why homeostasis is very important. If humans have no this kind of homeostasis mechanism, what happens? So okay, next is totally new to you that you never learned it before. Liver. We know that we guys know liver. What is liver? But you don't know the liver. What is the function of the liver? Real function of the liver. So we in SPM you just only know basic function, or you know that liver is the major place for detoxification. Right? Detoxification occur in the liver, and then the blood glucose level, the control of the blood glucose level also occur in liver, and also absorption of the nutrient also occur in liver, right? So you know that liver is very important. Okay, so in STPM you will learn about the structure of the liver and also the liver cells. You not only the basic structure like an organ structure that you see from the picture just like that. No, you need to look very detailed like animal cell one. You need to know what are the liver cell and what is the function of each cell. There are many cells in the liver, and there are many structures in the liver. You need to learn about that. And then after that, you need to learn about the function of the liver. Okay, so there are the three major functions. Metabolism. So metabolism. So carbohydrate metabolism, protein metabolism, and also lipid metabolism. Okay, so what you learn? what you learn. This one is related to Sem 1 Chapter 5, glycolysis. Because you will see the metabolism word, you need to relate to it, glycolysis. So what is this? What is this? This process is that occur only in the liver. Majority occur in the liver. Glycolysis is the process that occur in all types of cells. Any cell in our body will conduct glycolysis, but only the certain process in the carbohydrate metabolism that occur in the liver. So the one of the major process is the control of blood glucose. So we know that the insulin and glucagon, right? Insulin is the hormone that will decrease the blood glucose when the blood glucose level is high. So how they decrease the blood glucose level? They will condense the glucose into glycogen, right? Glycogen, right? So how it convert? The process, how the glucose can be condensed into the glycogen. You still remember, so this one is totally relating to the chapter semester 1. What is the structure of glycogen? You still remember the structure of glycogen is very complicated. What you learn in amylose, amylopectin, right? Amylopectin. I hope you still remember amylose and amylopectin. You know that glycogen is very complicated structure, but the glucose, the function of the insulin is to condense this glucose, the monomer glucose, into that kind of polysaccharide. So this is the process. So how insulin can do that? So there are the process if we call glycogenesis, glycogen, formation of glycogen. If you go to chapter 5, glycolysis is the lysis of the glucose. You hydrolyze the glucose. This glycogenesis is formation of the glycogen. After that, you know that glucagon. Glucagon is the hormone when the blood glucose level is very low. Right? When the blood glucose level is very low, then glucagon will take part to hydrolyze the glycogen into glucose. Right? Glycogen into the glucose. Okay. So how the glycogen hydrolyze to glucose? Not say that just using enzyme. No, they have the specific pathway we call as glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis. They are the specific pathway. You need to explain it. And then another one is that if let's say your glycogen is used up, you need to know glycogen will be stored in the liver only. Only liver can store the glycogen. The other parts of the organ or the cell, they cannot store it. They cannot store glycogen. So how about that? If glycogen is used up, if you have many more than normally glycogen will use up is already up to 12 hours not eating. Up to 12 hours or 16 hours not eating, glycogen is used up. So how about that? If glycogen is used up, how your body maintain the blood glucose level? So there are another process we call as gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis will apply it. So this is the three major process: carbohydrate metabolism of the controlling of blood glucose level involved in the liver. Only liver carry out this process. Other type of the cell can not say they cannot carry out. They can carry out, but very little. But majority of these three process happening in liver: glycogenesis, glycogenolysis, and also gluconeogenesis. So these three process, you need to learn about that, explain it, and also protein metabolism. Protein metabolism. If you still remember what you learned in semester 1, chapter 5, there are one topic we call as alternative, right? There are the alternative pathway of the metabolism pathway. So in semester 1, you not learn very detailed, but protein metabolism you learn very detailed. So if our body want to metabolize protein, majority will occur at the liver. Majority. Not say that other cells cannot, still can, but majority of your protein, when you eat meat, when you eat or drink the protein powder, all that majority will go to the liver for metabolism. So protein metabolism. So there are the one process we call as urine deamination and also ornithine cycle, like Krebs cycle. You can imagine it's like a Krebs cycle. So you need to memorize all like what you memorize in Krebs cycle, you need to memorize in ornithine cycle. And another one is the old syllabus that already have. But in new syllabus, they add up lipid metabolism. Yes, they add up this lipid metabolism. So, yeah, new things for you guys. So how the lipid hydrolyze it? How our body hydrolyze the lipid? Okay, so this is the new thing. If not mistaken, is the beta oxidation. You need to know, explain about the beta oxidation. Wow. So new things to you. So these three will be very complicated process, like what you learn in semester 1. You know lah, chapter 5 at that time you learn glycolysis cycle hafal sampai gila lah. Inilah 3 ni. Memang awak kena hafal. Semua kena hafal because they already ask you to explain. And then final one is type 1 and type 2 diabetes. What caused this diabetes? So this also new topic in old syllabus not have one. So they add up these 2 topics. Okay, so yeah. Not only this is just a liver part. Then as I mentioned, you also need to learn about osmoregulation in mammalian, which is the structure of nephron, formation of urine, role of IDN and endosome in osmoregulation, and also control of pH in tissue. So for structure of nephron, formation of UV, you will learn in STPM Bio. You still remember formation of UV including 3 process: ultrafiltration, big absorption, secretion. These 3 process. But in STPM, you need to learn more deeper lah, not like the SPM just basic one. Also role of ADN and endosome, you will also need to learn very deeper. And the new thing, control of pH in tissue fluid. Our tissue fluid is pH is maintained one. We need to maintain our pH bar. So how it control? So the kidney play the role in controlling. Okay. So that's all about the animal, about human. 1, 2, 3, these 3 main topic is about human. The final one is about the plant, osmoregulation in plant. So you know that plant also require water. Not only human require water, plant also require water. And also there are the certain part plant they can regulate the water absorption. In some places, like in very hot condition, the plant cannot release too much of water. Like during the high sunny day. If at the very high temperature, hot sunny day, the plant will close the stomata, right? Close the stomata. So the stomata in logical way that you already know, close the stomata, right? So how it close the stomata, and also the abscisic acid, the role of the abscisic acid in water regulation. So this topic is related in chapter 8 and also chapter 10. Chapter 10. You remember chapter 8, you learn about the mechanism of closing of stomata. In chapter 10, you learn about the abscisic acid hormone in plant. So these 2, they can contribute together, they can regulate the water in the plant, so that there are less water will be evaporated from the plant. They can maintain the water moisture in the plant in the hot sunny day. Okay, so this is the topic that you need to learn. And then there are the 2 plant which we call as hydrophyte and also halophyte. So this is the plant they survive at the extremely condition. Like the hydrophyte is the plant that survive on the water, on the pond, like water lily. You know what is water lily that survive on the pond one, on the pond. So how this plant can survive on the pond? You know that although plant require water, but they cannot consume too much of water. Like when you want to gardening, can you pour 1 liter of water inside to eat, but at one time cannot, right? If like that, the plant will die. But this kind of plant, water lily, can survive at the surface of the water. Why they can survive on the surface of the water? The water too much, right? But why this plant cannot die? They have the characteristic. So we need to know the morphological characteristic of this plant that can survive, so make the plant survive on the water. And another one is halophyte. So this is the plant that can survive on the at the sea, like the mangrove. You know that mangrove plant only can found at the sea branch, at the sea, right? You only can find it at the sea, at the sea. Yeah. So why they can survive at the sea, or in another word, why they can survive at the highly salt concentration? You know that sea is highly concentrated. The salt is high. There are the salt in the sea. Human, if we stay at the sea in many at a long period, our water will be lost. We will lose our water. We will be dehydrated. We need to consume many water. Why? Because sea containing salt is a hypertonic condition. Remember, hypertonic. Our water will be lost. So Helophyte, how this plant can be survive at the hypertonic condition. Why? So you need to know about the morphological characteristic of these two plants. So this chapter, I can say that 99% of the content is totally new and it is very long. So yeah, you need to take effort of this. Okay. After that, in this chapter, 99% is new to you. You never learned it before. Because in SPM level, that you learn about the immune system, but you will also in SPM level go learn about the immune system. But in SPM level, you just learn about the first line defense and also second line. You still remember in our immune system, we have learned in SPM, you learn about there are the three level, right? First line, second line, and also third line. Right? You still remember? I hope you remember it. So in SPM, you only learn about first line. You only learn about second line. So what is the second line? Second line is the pathogenesis, right? Pathogenesis, your white blood cell was starting to engulf the bacteria, engulf the antigen, engulf the not antigen, pathogen, right? Pathogenesis. And then you also learn about the type of the immunity only. The artificial immunity, natural immunity, right? Artificial, and then artificial and natural, and passive and active. That you learn. But in SPM, you will not learn that. SPM totally not learn. STPM, you will not learn that. You will not learn that. You will learn third line. The third line defense system. You only learn third line. First line, second line, you only learn. You only learn third line. So this is the view immune system. Immune system, if the pathogen, our pathogen activate the third line defense system. If the first and second, all they already passed. If the like the virus like COVID-19 is very strong virus, right? They can directly skip the first and the second line. Your white blood cell also cannot kill it. Then it will go to third line defense system. So this is STPM that you need to learn. So firstly, you need to learn about the basic immune system in our body. So it's a lymphatic system. So lymphatic system not only as the transport circulatory system, but it also play the major role in immune system. Right. So there are the lymphoid organ that you maybe in SPM you got learn, like thymus, bone marrow. Still remember thymus, bone marrow, lymph node, all that. All that you already learned. So this one is the basic lymphatic system you need to learn. Also structure of antibody. What is antibody, antigen, and also epitope. So maybe you already heard it before, but maybe you are not very able to differentiate them. You need to able to differentiate what is pathogen, what is antigen, what is antibody, and what is epitope. You need to differentiate very well, because this term is very important when you write in the essay. You cannot simply write, the antigen, this term simply, because they have their own definition. Because that is the structure. This is the structure name. So you need to learn it, differentiate it very well. You cannot simply write. If you are the normal science student, of course you can simply write because in science student they assume antibody and epitope are same. They assume pathogen and antigen are same. But as the biologist, you cannot like that. You need to differentiate very well. What is antibody? What is epitope? What is antigen and pathogen? And also class of antibody. There are 5 major class of antibody. You also never learn it. And also development of T and B cells. So this chapter you need to know about you need to very focus about this one. T cell and B cell. Lymphocyte. You need to relate to the connective tissue. Semester 1, connective tissue, blood. With blood, you have red blood cell and white blood cell, and you know that white blood cell there are many types. So in second defense system, only not the lymphocyte play the role, right? It is a macrophage, neutrophil, basophil play the role at the second defense system. But in third line defense system, lymphocyte play the role. And you know that in semester 1, you already know that lymphocyte containing 2 types of cells, which we call as T and B. So in T and B, and at that time you only know that T cell play the role in activate immune system. B cell play the role to secrete antibody. But that one you already learned in semester 1. Not say that you already forget. If you already forget, never mind. This chapter will revise you again. Okay. So this development is that how the T and B cell develop from the lymphocyte. Lymphocyte is the general terms, and they are classified into these two types specific cells. And these two specific cells is very important. You need to know this. Antibody, antigen, epitope, antibody, T and B cell, you need to know this. If not, later 30.2 is later you will confuse it. Because this 30.2 is very important, the heart of this chapter. Development of the immunity. So this is the process how the third line defense activated and kill the pathogens. Kill the bacteria, kill the virus, kill the parasite, all that. And kill the cancer cell as well. So you need to know, kill the cancer cell, kill the bacteria, and kill the virus. So how they kill it? So through these two response, cell-mediated immune response and also humoral immune response. So these two involve these two cells, T cell and B cell. And not only T cell and B cell, especially T cell, they will classify again many more. They have helper T cell, helper T cell, and also cytotoxic T cell. There are two major types of T cell, helper T and also cytotoxic T cell. So what are their roles? And what are the role of T cell? Because in general, I just want to tell you, in general, this T and B, if they are not activated, they cannot kill any pathogen. Cannot. Not like the macrophage, not like the neutrophil. If you see neutrophil, macrophage, and basophil, they can directly kill. If they see any pathogen, they just kill it. Whatever. If they recognize this is pathogen, they will kill directly. They don't need to activate it. But in T cell, what you call as lymphocyte, they need to be activated first. They need to receive the information first. Then they will take action. If they not receive any information, then they just stay at that. They cannot do nothing. Like police like the soldier, like army, if the commander does not give any instruction to the army, then they cannot do anything. They just stay at that. Unless the commander say, okay, need to kill this, okay, they will go to kill this. Not like the neutrophil I consider as police police, you see the police, they can, if they see there are the harmful illegal activities, they will directly take action, right? Like police. But if that soldier need to listen from commander. If the commander does not have give any command or any command to ask the soldier to kill the person, they cannot do anything. So T and B, lymphocyte is like a shoulder, and basophil, neutrophil, macrophage are like police. So you can imagine like that. I just tell you like that. Because why I tell you like this chapter is very difficult. Yes, I can tell you. I think it's the most difficult topic in this semester. If you first imagine at that time, I also very confused. So maybe you are very smart, yeah. You one time you already know lah. I don't know, but in normal person, if you like me, normal person, I think it's quite difficult for you guys lah. Okay, so this is key heart of this chapter. And mostly in essay question, they will ask this kind of question. And then after that, you need to learn about concept self and non-self. So this one is also another challenging chapter topic for you. It's also very difficult to know it lah. Organ transplant and also rejection. So we need to know that our body immune system actually can recognize which is self and which is non-self. Like our healthy cell that is actually belonging to us, so that they can know that this cell is yours, original is yours, so they will not attack you. But like pathogen, virus, they recognize as non-self because they know this is the pathogen. They recognize that can affect you. They can harm you. So they will protect it. They will take action to attack them. So there are the concepts like this. So this one, what you need to learn that is due to organ transplant and also rejection. We know that when you do an organ transplant, it's not like I want donate the organ to you, then I can donate directly. Cannot. You see the drama already many right? When you see the drama, you want to do a organ transplant, you need to do a match first. There the doctor need to do a many tests to make sure that the matching is high, the percentage of matching is high. So why need to do that? Why got rejection? Due to this concept. So so they are also needing to learn about the way to minimize the rejection. How to minimize the rejection? Okay, the final one is immune disorder, which is one is the type 1 diabetes that you should learn in chapter 12. Chapter 12, if you still the liver, you need to learn about the type 1 and type 2 diabetes, right? So the type 1 diabetes actually is caused by immune disorder. Type 2 is due to the daily activity that normally we heard before. Heard now, diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is the disease that we heard popular in the world. In Malaysia also very famous. But type 1 is because of immune system. This one is the natural one. It's the original. When you born it, then you get this. This is one type of the immune disorder. Genetic disease, I can say this is one type of the genetic disease due to the immune disorder. And also multiple sclerosis and also HIV. These three diseases. There are three diseases you need to learn. Type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and also HIV. And another one is SLE, should be in the old syllabus, they already removed it. So the old syllabus one, SLE already removed. So these two, type 1 and multiple sclerosis is new. HIV still maintained at there, but type 1 and multiple sclerosis is new to you. SLE already removed. Okay, finally we go to last chapter. Okay, so this chapter is infection disease. So this is chapter 14. Sorry, the typo. Chapter 14. Okay, so infection disease. This one is actually the new topic. Also the unique chapter for STPM that in matriculation they don't have this chapter. Matriculation don't have this chapter. Only STPM has. So this is the infection disease. So you need to learn about what is the infection disease. And there are the new things, new topic with the vaccine. How the vaccine protect us. And the example that MPM set is smallpox. Maybe they want to educate the vaccination program lah. Vaccine due to COVID-19, importance of awareness of vaccine is very important. So they're including this topic into this. So this is in the first topic lah. What is infection disease? You need to know what is infection disease, and also how the vaccine protect us. Why we need to get the vaccine? So you need to use the smallpox as the example. Okay. So infection disease in the world, there are many infection disease. So we not learn all that. You are not you are not a doctor and also not a biomedical degree student. So you don't need to learn all. You just learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 diseases. Dengue, cholera, tuberculosis, malaria, and also hand, foot, and mouth disease. So in old syllabus, there are only four. But new syllabus, MPS add up one more. Hand and foot and mouth disease. Because this disease, in previously, before COVID, is very famous. Before COVID, you got listen about the news, maybe SPM Go, maybe lah. Or in Form 4, Form 3, you heard about the news. This disease normally is occur at the kindergarten. In the kindergarten one. So this is very famous in Malaysia. So they add up this in new syllabus. So there are total 5 diseases you need to learn. So what you need to learn about this disease? You need to learn about causes. What caused this disease? Like dengue, what caused it? We know that virus. You know that dengue virus. Yeah, the dengue virus. So yeah, you need to know. And what are the development? So when the virus infect you, how they infect you. And then symptoms. Symptoms. When you get dengue, what symptoms? When you get cholera, what symptoms? And transmission, how this disease can be transmitted. Because infection disease, one of the role is this disease able to transmit rapidly. Like COVID-19. COVID-19 is one type of infection disease, but you not learn it in this chapter. So like COVID-19, the transmission is airborne. It is transmitted through the air. And what cause? If COVID-19 as example, what cause? COVID-19 virus, coronavirus. Development, how the COVID-19 going to affect you? It will affect your lung, right? The place that affect is at your lung, in your lung. And prevention, how do you prevent COVID-19? So all that. causes, what caused it, develop, when it infect it, how they develop the what you call as infection agents, and when the human get this kind of disease, what are their symptoms, and this disease, how it can be transmitted, and if as a human, how do you prevent it? Especially this prevention, you need to know. You are biologists, you cannot give the general information like for COVID-19 or wear mask, like that right, wear mask, hand sanitizer, social distance, all that cannot. You cannot write this. You need to write a scientific one. So there are the scientific prevention but according to this. So this chapter is very easy lah. I think it's the easiest chapter compared to all the semester. All the semester, this chapter is the easiest one. Okay, so that's all about the semester 2. So hopefully you guys can learn about that, what you will learn in semester 2. Semester 2, I also help you guys have the imagination what you will learn in semester 2 STPM Biology. So overall, I can say that semester 2 is quite challenging compared to semester 1 because up to half of the topic that you never learn in SPM, and also most of the topic require the prior knowledge from the semester 1 and also SPM Okay, so that's all for this video. So thank you for your watching, and hopefully you guys can apologize it and use this video as a reference to you Okay, so thank you for your guys watching. Bye.